Hello everyone, my name is Manjeet and I'm a DevOps engineer. Today's video we are going to create a pipeline, Azure pipeline that will with the help of dev.azure.com, how we are going to integrate, and our CI pipeline will trigger automatically in portal.azure.com. So this is a quick flow over my screen, which are you seeing right now. So without wasting a time, I'm going quickly to dev.azure.com. So as you can see, I have already logged into the portal. So let's create a project. For example, first demo. I have given a name, keep it, and I'm going to create it. So it has created our project first demo, and you can see all the functionality just like a Jira boards, and it has no dependencies on an external system or external softwares. Most of the organizations are using nowadays for sprint planning, Kanban boards or agile terminologies and everything. So Azure is giving that functionality as a boards in its portal itself. So repos, again, we don't need to get any subscription for GitLab, for GitHub, because they are open source as well. But Azure is also giving that, because we don't need to get our source code get from outside any version control system, and they are giving an option of inbuilt version control system in Azure portal of Azure itself. Though we are going to use external GitHub in this video, but it is one as the same thing wherever you can just rep with Azure repos. Third is pipelines. We'll build two pipelines today, and first we'll create a build pipeline that is from our source code. We'll get in this example I am going to show you a Maven project. And then we'll create a release pipeline in which we can spin up a web application server on portal.azure.com, and from dev.azure.com with the help of pipeline. Obviously it's a continuous pipeline. I can give you step-by-step information how you can going to do that. Test plans is a next thing. Whatever we are going to write, and with respect to when our application is up and running, how the testers are going to perform some testing on top of it. And this is again Azure is giving you by default as an option. Artifacts are going to replace the code base. Code base is you can see Frog or Nexus like code base, where we can push our var or a jar file, and the rest of the environments will take that var or a jar from a common path. That in this case artifacts are the necessary thing to push and to get. And Azure again, it is giving us by default, as we don't need to buy a license from JFrog or a Nexus. Azure is giving us by default. So let's quickly start with from the pipelines, you can see there is a releases as well. But firstly, we are going. So this is my GitHub account for our Azure pipeline, Azure build pipelines. In this repo, I have a single page JSP. Welcome to V5, or we can just edit it. Welcome to first video. That's it, I think. Just commit it, and now our code is ready. And this is a Java, I think, guys, so we need a Maven to build that code, and that's what I'm going to do from here, from my Azure DevOps pipeline. Create a pipeline. Here's a button. Here it is asking for a source, Azure Git repos, GitHub public, or which version control we are using. So we are using GitHub here. I'm going to select it. So first time it will ask you for the credentials to authenticate with the third-party GitHub here, but I'm already linked with it, so we don't need any. It's a one-time activity. So I'm just going to select a project, first demo, password. Yep. So it will ask you to approve it. Selected repositories, I'll just need to approve and install. Okay, it's authenticating. Configure your pipeline. Okay, so here as you can see, connect, select, and then now third step is configure. So it is asking for us like which kind of type of file you want, because it is also giving us, if we have a Docker file, then it will ask us to build a Docker image, then push on a Docker repositories. It's again a global repository that I can cover in our next videos. But here we have a we have to build a pipeline. We are going to create a var or a jar out of our source code. So I'm going to select here a Maven, because this is what I need to build my code, to create a war file out of my code. So I can save and run, or I can, on the right hand side, I can save and run, or I can just save it. If I can just save it, it is asking for example, changes to git repo. I'm going to explain you how this YAML file is coming to picture. Changes to git repo, commit directly to dev branch, save it, creating pipeline. Okay, so if I can go to the pipelines, I have see my first demo pipeline is here, but it is having no runs. Okay, so if I can just click on edit button here, it will show me that entire pipeline. This is what I have selected, and it's came by default. I haven't written any code by myself. I just selected and it has written it for us. And if I can see here, because I've committed the code, you can see I am going to refresh things. The Azure pipelines.yml, that is this file, Azure pipelines.yml, is now committed to our first demo repository. I can click on it. I'll see the same code is here. Yeah, because it is authenticated with that, and just hide it. It is authenticated with that particular repository, and if I can now run it, it will build that pipeline. It is asking which branch you want to trigger. Is a master. Could not find valid YAML file for this branch because I have pushed it in a master branch, or sorry, the dev branch you can see here. Okay, so if I can select it from, because once the code will be ready, then we'll push it to the master branch. So I can build this pipeline from the dev branch. So what's the commit message? For example, if we want to give any variables we want to overwrite, then we have to give, but as of now I'm making it simple. I'll just going to run it. Okay, so this is my first job. It's good as of now. You can see it's finding an agent. I can explain that YAML file again to you guys, which actually Ubuntu agent and all, it's by default selected, and how it is executing it. You can see now it is building, initializing the job, checkout from the Manjeet. If I can click here, if you can see Manjeet Johan and then first demo @dev. It is just cloning that code from the git repositories, public repository, and then now it's building using Maven. Yeah, it's very simple guys, straightforward. And then post checkout, it is finishing that. Okay, now if I'll go to my pipeline, I'll click on it. I'll see 0 artifacts has been produced. Yeah, so where my var and jar file is going, I'm not sure. Okay, because it is running it, it is creating it, and if I'll again show you what's exactly happening here. edit it, and this is our pipeline. Okay, now it's a trigger main. I'll explain you the what's the meaning of trigger later on when I can change something here. It's creating a Ubuntu latest, Ubuntu container. It's cloning everything on my Ubuntu container, building a war file, and then it's exiting from that container. As soon as it will exit from the container, our build war file jar file will also gone from the picture, because it is building, but it's not giving, or we are not taking that particular war file outside from the container. So for that I need to get another type of function here from the tasks, that is copy, because I want to copy the files from outside container, from inside container to the outside container. So what is it exactly? Slash star dot var. I need a war file, yeah, from what's the target location, target folder. You can see Azure is giving us by default a variable here. If you can just click on this I button, what is the target folder? Build artifacts staging directory. Okay, I can just copy it, paste it here. Artifact staging directory is my pipeline staging directory, and then from the next step I need one more step. I can just make sure your cursor is on last line of the pipeline, then you can just add it and it will give you a 4 lines code by itself, just to get that contents out from inside from the container to the outside your staging directory. Okay, one more task I need to require here, that is publishing that artifact from publish build facts artifacts. This is the one, guys. So from where to where? From my staging directory to my artifact. What will be the name of this file? Artifact name, first demo. Yep. And what's the location of this artifact? I said like there are options, but I said Azure pipelines, the pipeline which I am building, the location of the same pipeline. Cursor will be on the last line, add it, and then it is a by default it has created then again the code for ourselves, from where inputs, from where to put what's the artifact name, and publishing to the builds artifact staging directory, path to publish. Yeah. So now again we have to save this file so that our YAML file in our repository should be updated. So for that you can go in a save and run as well, but I am going to save it first. Save, and if you can see, I can refresh it. You can see our code is coming, so it's now automatically updated. Yeah. Now I am going to build it, run it from the dev branch. Yeah, once our artifact will come, we can push this code to the master branch, and then from master branch we will create a build pipeline. Then again a continuous integration will happen, and then once we are sure, then we can trigger an automatic release pipeline, and then we'll go to the portal.azure.com, and how it is triggering from the end result of this POC which we are doing as of now is we can commit a single line here, and automatically it will build our war and jar file, and it will deploy in our production servers stage by stage. But as of now we are just building it. I'm just giving you an end goal, what we are trying to achieve here. Run it, go to the pipelines, first demo, and this is our second run, so it's automatically detecting here. So if you can click on this particular hash ID, and it will give you what are the changes we have made from previous to next one. So I'll just go to the pipeline, and you can see It's building. Click on it, click on job, Maven is building. Now 2 more tasks are automatically edit copy files and publish artifacts. It has been done so quick. Click on the pipelines, click on this, click on our latest pipeline, and you can see 1 artifact has been published. Yeah, click on this published artifact, first demo, target webapp.war. This is the file, guys, which we want. The artifact name is first demo, which we have given it to. In the next video, I'll show you how we can get this war file and trying to deploy this war file from here to portal.azure.com. That is portal.azure.com. That is exactly a infrastructure cloud environment from Azure. So if you're logging it a first time, you can see like it's automatically with the help of cookies, guys, because you are logging into the dev.azure.com, it will not ask you for the credentials separately for the portal.azure.com. So with the help of cookies, it will automatically help you to log into the portal.azure.com. So this is how its login happen, and in the next video I can create a resource. Then that resource I have to use it here in a dev.azure.com, and this particular war file will be, you know, automatically get deployed, and we'll be able to see the contents of our website automatically. So this is just a building pipeline we have covered, but in the next video we'll cover a release pipeline as well. Thank you.